Well, Mr. Steele has replied. And what a reply! 47 points of reply. Note for future reference, please. Timestamps make reference to your rebuttal much easier. But I understand your difficulty with citation, as we will see. Point 1. My apologies, I misspelt your name. Point 2. A statement that you have rationality and fairness is a positive claim. Present your evidence. Point 3. Did I state that I felt criticism in general was an attack? To be fair, you are attacking the atheist arguments you addressed, are you not? Point 4. If we are not to base our arguments on definition, then what shall we? Definition is the basis on which communication rests. Or shall we continue this in undefined grunts and growls? Point 5. What other point was there in bringing up your experience other than to use it as a resting post of your arguments? Point 6. Your argument that facts are mere concepts is logically incoherent. Concepts are mere concepts and are based on the mind. Facts derive from what is objectively true and do not require a mind to be such. The basis of your argument seems to be that minds can never separate objectivity from subjectivity, and therefore all thoughts must be subjective. This is the worst kind of projection via appeal to ignorance. Point 7. An interesting attempt at building an equivocation. Beliefs may or may not be facts. Facts are never mere beliefs. The difference, objectivity. Point 8. I do believe you attempted to define knowledge and the means by which it is obtained. And regardless of your correctness, you did assert that your definitions are the only that are valid. Point 9. And once again, an equivocation. Facts are not mere beliefs, and are not subject to refutation such that claims are. Point 10. Positive claims are subject to the burden of proof. Skepticism of such claims is not. Point 11. You missed the point. Ignorance is no position, not even by default. The skepticism toward a claim is no claim until such claim is proven by unfalsified evidence, and as such is the default. Point 12. Sorry, but a posited, then proven claim of demonstrably objective truth is a proven fact, not a positive claim. Point 13. Fallacy of composition and projection. Until you can demonstrate that your perception works in exactly the same manner as all other perceptions, you have no way of knowing how others perceive reality. Point 14. I didn't stutter. Point 15. Wrong. Any claim that is an objective fact rises above mere belief. Point 16. Conflating objective with subjective. Bad form. You do know the difference, don't you? Point 17. Bulverism. No need for further address. Point 18 and 20. You cannot assume objective truths. Also, again, a disbelief is not a belief or a positive claim. Point 19. I have no burden. I accepted a refutation which you have shown an inability to parse. Your mistake, the concept that I have a burden of justification. I do not. Point 20. Another bulverism. Your error and the equivocation by omission, conflating all claims as positive claims. Point 22. You caught me on that one. What I meant was a class of unfalsifiable positive claims. Point 23. Your agreement is noted. Point 24. A third bulverism. I did not misunderstand your stated position that all claims, not just positive claims, must be justified. Point 25. Reality exists, with or without belief, therefore, knowledge can only rest on what is true. I can know all there is to know about the construction of car tires, and yet have no beliefs about them. Point 26. Justify your belief that this is unjustifiable. Point 27 and 31. Citing the material refuting your position is the same as stating your position is erroneous. Point 28 and 32. You've proved too much. For if I believe A, I must now have a position about B, of which I have complete ignorance. Point 29. Wrong. It is a negative response to a positive claim. Remember your agreement on point number 23, which you just contradicted? Point 30. To state that you don't agree with a positive claim is not itself a positive claim. Your contradiction of your number 23 again. And your quote mine, since what I said was in fact, you do understand the relationship between the terms position and positive, right? A question, not a statement. Point 33. You neither have proven the deity nor cited any evidence for such. You either believe it does exist and are a Poe, or are arguing against a valid objection to a positive claim, or are claiming citations that do not exist do. In any of these three cases, you are displaying irrationality. Point 34 and 35. Rather, it's spot on, and you have no refutation. Point 36. You are not in a position to dictate what I am in a position to do. Point 37. I demand the timestamp where I demanded logical empiricism, though you have now demonstrated your difficulties differentiating subjective and objective. Point 38. I am not sorry for your embarrassment. Empiricism, the guiding principle of science, is hardly in a state of refutation. Point 39. I'm sorry, but I asked for a citation, not an opinion based on 2,000-year-old opinions. Point 40. Anecdotal evidence in a court of law is classed as hearsay and is inadmissible. In logic, it is an informal fallacy. So where, pray tell, is it evidence? Point 41. Again, objective reality exists irregardless of subjective filters. Point 42. So we agree, science does exist in a vacuum of objective reality. Good. Point 43. That was not a citation. It was a positive claim. Citations needed. Point 44. You did advocate anecdotal accounts as evidence, both in this response and in your video. There was no misunderstanding. Point 45. And I did not stutter. Point 46. I had mercy. I spared you the long list of your fallacies. Point 47. A projective positive claim. Please do evidence your ability to read my mind and know my motivations.